Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Burn This Podcast, the podcast from Burn This Records, hosted by me, Brandie Posey. Synergy, baby. Hope you're having a good day. Today's episode is with Gwen Sunkel, who has a new album out called A Two-Person Job. This was a special that she recorded with 4x3 Productions. Now the audio is available for you to listen in your ear holes. I hate the phrase ear holes. It's available for pre-order now and will be everywhere on May 10th. I love Gwen. She's amazing. She's one of the producers of Middle Ground Comedy Festival in Indianapolis, Indiana. She works real hard and is real funny. Two qualities of love in a person. You're going to love her too. Enjoy my conversation with Gwen Sunkel.
We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn.
This podcast. Oh my gosh. How you doing, girl? How's things? We're recording.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just
No.
going.
Yeah. I love it. I'm doing great. Here. Weather's getting nice in the Midwest. Can't get me mad at that.
I love that. LA this year, actually, I just read an article. We got more rain than Seattle so far this year. Which is a lot for us.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for anybody, but for us especially, it's been, and not too many flash floods, which I'll take. So
I was gonna say, has there been any more of that really serious flooding?
You know what's funny? We went on a joyride the other night, and just through the hills, just like my boyfriend had a thing to celebrate, and I was like, "Let's go for a drive; it'll be fun." And then we drove.
Humble brag.
No big deal. He unionized his TV show. I'm very proud of him.
Oh, congratulations! That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm very happy, and like we went out and we got Mexican food at our favorite place, and then he got a couple of like margaritas just to drive through the hills with, because he's like a big Warren Zevon freak, and he was like, all the salty margaritas in Los Angeles, I want to drink them up as we drive through the hills, because he's a Midwest boy too, and he's just like loves to get into the romanticism of LA when it lets you, you know.
I love that.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna live there, you better let some of it take you over.
You have to, otherwise, oh god,
what's the point? Yeah,
it's grim otherwise. Yeah, but we ran into a mudslide on Mulholland, and we're like, oh, okay, well, we can't go that way. Got it. Okay, the road's just shut down.
David Lynch says you may not pass.
Yeah, exactly. Which, imagine that Lord of the Rings movie. You know, I wish.
Oh my god.
That's like, I've always wanted to see a Verhoeven Star Wars. I wish they would give Paul Verhoeven one just to see what he would do with it.
Yeah.
God, it would make me so happy. You guys are gearing up for a festival. When this comes out, it will have already happened, but it's for the non-time traveling people, which is us. It's like next week for you.
Yeah. We're 1 week away, so down to the wire.
How you feeling?
I feel really good, honestly. Yeah. I feel really good. We made a lot of mistakes last year that we got to correct this year right up front, right off the top. So that felt really good. No outdoor shows this year, so we don't have to contend with the weather, because last year we had 2 hailstorms.
Damn.
Yes.
An act of God times 2.
Truly, because normally like the weather at the end of April in the Midwest is pretty nice. You know, we were like, it should be fine.
Yeah.
But no, 2 hailstorms during the span of our festival. But so no tent this year. So that right there eliminated so much of my stress. And we've got some great comics coming in. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's great.
Yeah, the lineup is awesome. I mean, no one is talking about how climate change is affecting comedy.
That's true. Can we talk about that, please?
Let's please, as a community, can we start having this conversation?
Let's get Greta Thunberg in on this. Specifically, how it's affecting comedy.
Yeah, exactly. Greta, please. I know that we are, as we have always known, we are the most important population of people.
Oh, 100%. That's why they give us a microphone, so we can tell everyone.
Exactly. What's your caffeinated beverage of choice for like leading up to a festival and like all the prep and everything that goes with it?
I have been all iced coffee all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
And what I do as a garbage human is I usually, like, the first day of the week, I'll go out and get myself some sort of coffee shop, very large iced coffee, and then I'll just pour more of my own coffee in it all week.
I see you. I see you. I am you. I am you. Yes, that is my move too. You get like a giant, the biggest one you can.
Yes.
I say no ice.
And that's a pro move right there.
Yeah. I go in, I guess I say no ice because that will be my coffee for the week.
Yes.
Or today I treated myself because I had to go to Costco, and I don't know if you fucked with this. Costco has a frozen cold brew latte.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now I just always go for the hot dog when I go to Costco. But
may I suggest, as it's getting warmer, a frozen cold brew latte. It's strong. It's a strong beverage, but
wow.
Big fan. Big fan.
Okay. Good to know.
They're my coffee shop of choice.
Do you want to grab coffee? Yeah, let's meet at Costco.
I'll see you at the Costco. They have a mocha version too, but I think that there's enough sugar in the regular one for me.
Yeah, anytime coffee comes out of like something with a push button, you're like,
oh,
so much sugar. But
what an exciting moment, though.
It is. It really is.
Yeah, it's like a slushy, so it's like comes out of like the machine that twirl, like the slushy machine.
I am a sucker for a frozen drink.
Same.
Yeah, I really margaritas, frozen coffee, all of it.
Thank you. Because I know sometimes people think that a margarita is like the cool guys get it on the rocks.
No.
Fuck you.
No. Why are you drinking a margarita then? There are better beverages to have on ice.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Just slush it up a little bit. Find your inner child. It's exciting.
Yeah.
I remember my one of my best friends in college when we graduated, she like threw a graduation party at her house because she was like from the area, and her parents got a slushy machine, and we had like a margarita and a strawberry daiquiri, one on each side, and we did it so you added the booze separately. That way you could have as much slushy as you wanted without dying.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah. So we just I was in a pool drinking slushy for like 7 hours straight. Like
that's perfect.
Fully. It was honestly, it's if I won the lottery, that's like a thing that I would buy. The list of things that I would buy is like very pathetic, but it is like I would have like an Area 51 arcade game, and I would have a slushy machine, and then I think I'd have everything.
You're like an 11-year-old wish list,
basically.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
Yeah. Do you have a lottery dream list?
Lottery dream list. I mean, to have enough space to have like a whole farm of senior wiener dogs.
Are you a senior wiener mommy too?
I am a senior wiener mommy. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Congratulations on choosing a difficult breed. I have a Chihuahua wiener mix, and yes. Fully.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. One of mine is a Chiweenie. Yeah. And she is 10 pounds of attitude in a 5-pound bag. I mean,
yes. Does she only like you?
She likes me and my roommate, and that's about it. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's the correct answer. I like a dog that doesn't like everybody. And I know
you got to earn their trust a little bit.
Yeah. They're discerning. They have boundaries, and dog is usually a boundaryless animal. So
yes.
I love it.
Now my other one is just a real slut for cuddles and treats. So he'll go to anyone who.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Are they like how old are they? How old are your pups?
So they're like 13 or 14 at this point. Nice. So yeah. Aww. In my non-comedy life, I work as a nurse practitioner, and I used to work in like hospice palliative care, like end of life care. And one of the questions, like this is taking a sad turn, but like one of the things you ask people that I'd ask people is like, what's your biggest fear around dying? And they would be like, oh, that my pet won't have a place to go. And
yeah,
it just like broke my heart. So when it like the first dog that I had out of college passed away, I was like, I want to get into doing seniors, like just give them a soft place to land for the last few years of their life and spoil them, and it's lots of fun.
Yeah, I love that. That's actually like I've had Jack for it'll be 15 years in June. He's 17, and like that's kind of been my thought process too. That like when he passes, if he passes, is the question. He is fueled by spite, so he might never pass.
It's got a lot going on then.
Yeah, there's a lot happening there.
It's an endless well.
Yeah. Truly, he's bitten a lot of people. He should have been put down a long time ago. But you know what? He hasn't, and he won't. He bit a stewardess one time, and I was fully prepared. It was bad. It was bad. I was 27 and was an irresponsible pet owner, and he bit a stewardess on the butt. And I was fully prepared to run through TSA out of the airport when we landed, but they just gave me a stern talking to instead, thankfully.
That's hilarious.
But I've wanted to adopt senior pets like after he passes too, because I'm like, well, you're my soul dog, and like I will love others, but like I've had you from 25 to 40 at this point. Like, you know, that's the whole thing. He's the logo of the label. He's in the logo.
Yes. He looks so cute in that logo too.
Oh, he's my
with his little spiky hair.
Yeah.
And the 12-foot skeleton is in there as well.
My two sons. My two beautiful sons.
Don't ever speak to me or my son that way again.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that you leave the 12-foot skeleton up year round.
Oh, yeah. No,
that's really the only way to do it.
I think so. Thank you. I appreciate that. I have one man that lives in my neighborhood that hates it. But that makes me love it more. So
I get that. Yeah. Because otherwise, where are you going to store it?
Yeah. And it's like, it really brings a lot of joy to a lot of people. And I also have a porch skeleton that's like a small 3-foot tall version.
Okay.
And that one is new. And I was just going to have him out for Halloween, but I have a hummingbird feeder. Hummingbirds land on his fingers all the time.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so adorable though.
And that's on the sidewalk, and multiple people I've seen go, oh, just gasp and shock at it. And I'm like, well, okay, well, I'm just a house with two skeletons up here, I guess.
This is my thing now.
This is just it. You know, it's just, we're just going with life. So
worst things to have going on in your life, honestly.
I have a little dog at home, a little senior wiener dog named Sherman, and he does not care for the fireworks. So every time there's like a fireworks setting off occasion, and over on the east side where I live, that's like a Tuesday. I have to, try to keep him calm. And one day I was like, I know what I'll do. I'll put on some music to drown out the sound of the fireworks, right? That'll help the little guy. So I go on YouTube and I find this channel called Music for Dogs. And I put that on. And I gotta tell you, I was very surprised, y'all, because there was not a single Snoop Doggy Dogg song on there. Like no little Bow Wow songs. No Dr. Dog. Didn't play Atomic Dog by George Clinton. No 3 Dog Night. No Bloodhound Gang. What? No Lick It Up by Kiss. Right? Didn't play Dirty Dog by ZZ Top. Didn't play Black Dog by Led Zeppelin. Didn't play Hound Dog by Elvis. Didn't play Puppy Love by Donny Osmond. Didn't play a single Skinny Puppy song, okay, right? Didn't play any Bone Thugs and Harmony. There's no Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood. Right? Didn't play any Dinosaur Jr., which is also a Bone joke. Didn't play The Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine, right? Didn't play the song Fever Dog by the fake band Stillwater from the movie Almost Famous. And they certainly didn't play Sherman's favorite song, Who Let the Dogs Out? No, you know what it was? It was like 8 hours of chimes. Like, bing, bong. Bing, bong, bing. It sounded like 8 hours of doorbells. You know, the thing that notoriously calms small dogs down? Doorbells? It would be like me going to the dentist and saying, could you put the Saw franchise on the TV while I'm getting this root canal? Like, something with more grinding sounds. Do you have just like a super cut of OSHA table saw fails? Just no.
When did you start comedy? And did doing like hospice work push you more in that direction as like a help for that, or?
So yeah, I started doing comedy before I started doing some of that work, but I mean, I've been a nurse for too many years now, too many years to count.
Thank you for your service. I wish I had a pot. I wish I had a pot in a pan right now. I could get into it.
I appreciate that, but it is just a job. And if anyone wants to really appreciate us, they can cancel our student loans. Remember when we were going to do that?
Yes. Yeah. Remember?
We talked about it so hard, Brandie, but we never did it.
I know. To all the devices who are currently listening, can you report to the CIA person listening that we did not forget?
We did not. We have not forgotten. No.
Cancel Gwen's student loans. And
me personally. Every nurse.
All nurses, all teachers. Let's just wipe the slate clean, baby. Let's go. Come on.
Please. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've always, as a child, done a lot of performing, singing in choirs, being in school plays and stuff, and did some of that in high school, college, all of that. And then when I was working as a nurse, I was working nights, and it was really hard to commit to doing anything in the evenings because your schedule changes all the time and stuff. So once I finished grad school and had a more regular daytime schedule, I was like, this is something I've always wanted to try, so let me give it a shot. And I just really fell in love with it. So, and that was about 8 or 9 years ago.
That's awesome. And I mean, it makes sense. It's you have just talking to you have a great demeanor. I imagine your patients are like, oh, fuck yes. This is not a surly, angry nurse.
I try not to be. I mean, sometimes in life or death situations, you gotta get business done. But yeah, for the most part, it's the softer side of nursing is fun.
Yeah. No, I love that. That's amazing. Do you have nurses in your family?
No, actually. And this was not something that I would have probably as a child gravitated toward. When I told my parents that I was changing majors, my dad was like, maybe you should take up a handicraft or something like knitting so you get better hand-eye coordination. But I'm great at starting IVs, so I don't know.
I mean, that's half the battle, right?
It's certainly part of it.
Yeah. I mean, not half of it, but
I'm kidding.
There is a thing when a nurse misses the first time that you're like,
no.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Luckily I'm nice and veiny, so I don't have too much
good.
Not to brag. If I was single, it would be on my Tinder profile.
Great veins.
Hello, this message is for the people of Green Bay, Wisconsin that might be listening, or anybody nearby. The really cool thing is happening the weekend of July 18th through the 21st of this year. There is a record store in Green Bay called the UFO Museum, and they do a cool punk festival every year called the Green Bay UFO Invasion Fest. And this year, for the very first time, they are doing a comedy stage that has been curated by our very own Kristen Leidy here at Burn This Records. And everybody on that stage is a Burn This Records homie. They either have an album out or they're going to have an album out, and we're in works on that stuff already. So if you live in the area, we would love to see you come on out. I love everybody that's on this festival. It's just going to be a real fun Love Fest weekend full of really funny comics. If you live anywhere nearby, July 18th to the 21st, and you get to see Gwen Sunkel, Kristen Leidy, Dwight Simmons, Zach Peterson, Katie Bowman, me, Matt Alana Martin, Jordan Sermonara, and Anna Valenzuela. That's 9 killers, 1 festival, UFO Festival. Will aliens be there? I don't know. I hope so. I'd love to meet one, but I'd love to meet you more. Unless you're an alien listener. If you're an alien listener, reach out. Bleep blorp me. All right. Nanu. Back to the show. I'm excited to put out your album because I only met you last year, but I've known about you for a while, and you're one of those people that whose names I always see on posters around the country, and it's oh cool, Gwen, fuck yeah. I'm excited to get to know you, and it's very funny. It's a special that's out now on 4x3 Comedy and everything.
Yes.
And it's funny because I'm looking at the track list trying to be hey, I remember what that one's about, but I'm oh, all your track titles are Christmas songs.
Yes.
Which is it's not helping. But I love that because it's a Christmas.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You shot it over Christmas.
I did, yeah.
Yeah. Are you is Christmas a big deal for you?
No, it's not at all. Literally not at all. It was kind of the venue that we shot it at it's called Almost Famous, and it's this very cute little like cabaret style theater in Indianapolis. They do a lot of like drag shows there, and they like when I had talked to the guy originally, he was like, yeah, we got it, no problem. And then I checked in with him like a week beforehand, and he's like, just so you know, this is decorated for Christmas. And imagine a drag bar decorated for Christmas. I mean, it looked like a Red Lobster threw up inside. So it was like you couldn't get away from it a little bit. So so it's like if you didn't mention it, it would have been even weirder, I think. So yeah, I was just like, well, this is just my Christmas special.
Yeah. Which, in a long tradition of amazing Christmas specials, I think, I mean,
I still do like a claymation Christmas special. So
I think a lot about is it Yukon Sam, or forget the guy's name?
Yukon Cornelius.
Yukon Cornelius, yeah. There's like, when I was a kid, I would like always like pretend to lick stuff, then yell silver. Like that was
yes. Oh, me too.
like
nothing. Yeah, where he would throw his little pickaxe in the air, and then
exactly.
Yes.
I know all my girlfriends were like, "We're quoting other things." I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know that I intended it to necessarily have a Christmas theme, and then it just did, and that was fine.
Yeah. No, it's good. Of the holidays, it would be weird if you had done it like an Easter theme special would be strange.
Yes.
Flag Day, any number of the various flag holidays would be strange.
That would be. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a President's Day special, I'm not sure that would go over very well. Now, speaking of Easter, you and I have in common that we were both Easter bunnies.
Yes. Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Sisters, we've done time inside the bunny.
Inside the bunny, yes. Now, mine was not at a mall. Mine was like, it was like a community center egg hunt kind of thing. But it was like, hey, will you be the Easter bunny for the day? And I was like, God damn it, I guess I will.
Yeah. It's strange, right?
It is. And the things that people can think they can say to you because you're inside a bunny costume are wild.
Yeah, they just lose respect for the person that might exist inside whatsoever. And you're just like this weird thing that, because nobody also has like a warm feeling towards the Easter bunny. You're just this weird thing. Like there's no one who's like, can I get a plushie of the Easter bunny? It's my favorite character.
Yeah.
I just have to deal with it.
And they always look like a little frightening.
Yeah.
Like they were at a
vibe?
roadside carnival. The suit was lavender, and then the head was white.
Ugh.
Big whiskers, which was weird. I never think of bunnies as having whiskers, but this one was big on that.
Did you have like furry mittens, or did you have to wear little magician gloves as hands?
I believe it was the magician gloves. Yeah.
Me too. It just like
which terrifying. I guess was nice for dexterity, for picking up eggs and kids and stuff, but it was challenging to, get into character, obviously. When you have
for
sure. Thumb.
Yeah, it was like the rabbits don't have this, and it also looks like I was a rabbit whose hands were dipped in acid, and then it's just I just have tiny man.
Just this anemic little.
Yes. So terrifying.
I love it. I love it.
It gave me a lot of respect for mascots. Like, whenever you see like a Gritty or somebody really going for it, it's like, man.
That's my dream job, is to be the person that creates and orchestrates all of Gritty's shenanigans.
Yes, same. I mean, what a team. Because I love it. The chaos that he's allowed to get away with. There's a level of like weird leftist anarchy that kind of runs throughout his stuff too.
And he's always cross-dressing. Like he did the Barbie and the Little Mermaid and everything, and I'm very into that,
Yeah.
It's just like Gritty is this agender chaos agent.
Yeah, it's really amazing. It's like that's the next step in evolution if we ever get on the right timeline. I think like we should all be trying to be more like Gritty.
Oh, I love it. Yes.
Right.
Get little bracelets. What would Gritty do?
I grew up in a very small conservative town. We were not allowed to watch the movie Footloose. So they didn't want us getting any ideas. And I was a super responsible kid, right? A straight A student, hall monitor, like just a real like narc piece of shit. I would save all my allowance forever. I would save my Halloween candy until it went bad. Do you know how long you have to save candy for it to go bad? A long time. Right? I had a nano pet as a kid. Did we have one of these? Yeah. The keychain you keep alive, right? It's no wonder we all have anxiety. But my nano pet got so big that it didn't fit on the screen. Like when it would walk into the room, it would just black out, right? And I would set my alarm for every 2.5 hours in the night and wake up and feed my nano pet like a nursing mother. So, like nothing, because there's nothing more unsettling than a responsible kid. Am I right? Yeah. So that was me. But now that it's 2022, fast forward to now, and the world is ending, and apparently none of this shit matters. I'm mad, y'all. I am mad. I'm mad at every time I was responsible when I wanted to have fun, right? Right? I'm mad. Like, when I was in the 8th grade, I didn't ride the tilt-a-whirl at the state fair because I was afraid I would get tetanus. What does that even mean, right? I'm mad every time I had a headache and I didn't take a Tylenol because I wanted to be one of those people who, doesn't really take medicine. That's what you all sound like. Your doctor is not impressed. No, I'm mad every time I finished a book I didn't like. I'm mad every time I went out to dinner and I ordered an entree instead of 2 soups like I really wanted. I'm mad every time I wore Spanx. And I'm mad every time I had protected sex. I'm just kidding, you guys. I don't use condoms. It's I'm an environmentalist. Students for the turtles.
I applied to carry the bisexual flag in our Pride Parade this year. We'll see if I get chosen.
Fingers crossed. What does that application look like?
Well, you just have to say why you would be a good candidate, and then that you can walk the distance of the parade.
Okay.
It seemed like a drawing out of a hat situation, for being honest.
Okay, gotcha. I was just curious.
I don't have any special flag carrying history or anything.
I don't know. I was in marching band, and I remember a lot of the flag girls are now bisexuals. So
makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you live in Indianapolis,
I
in
do,
the city,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's Pride like in Indianapolis?
So Pride is it's a lovely day. For whatever reason, it's always the hottest day of the summer. It's like God looking down and being like, "You queers better get ready."
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Show me those tank tops.
Yes, absolutely. So there's a parade and there's a big festival. And then I really like going to all of the events before and after Pride itself. They do a drag queen softball game and community picnic that's really fun. They do an event called Girl Pride, where any femme representing person anyone can come, but specifically geared towards femme presenting people, and that's always a lot of fun. They do a really special night called Trans Glam, where they do makeovers and stuff for trans folks, and that's always a really fun night to see everybody's pictures and stuff of them dressed up like they're going to prom or a big social event. So
totally.
Yeah, something that maybe they missed out on in their real form. So
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
You joke a lot about MLMs on the album. What do you think? That's mostly like a straight person thing, right? Or do you feel are there like LGBT MLMs?
Not that I'm aware of, because so much of that I think is caught up in Mormon culture, I think, and a lot of, or like that stay-at-home mom trad wife kind of thing. And I mean, I'm sure there are queer people in that movement because, there are queer people who suck too.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course. I was just trying to think through things.
But not that I've experienced, but
yeah, it feels like, unfortunately, it feels like heteroculture to me.
Well, and I think it also has something to do with like the tax laws out in Utah or something that make these companies possible. So
got it. Is there like a large Mormon population in Indiana? It started in Joseph Smith is from Missouri originally.
I think that isn't. I know they went to like New York for a while. They were all around, but we do have one of their temples here on the north side of town. But I wouldn't say it's like super prevalent like it is, or where you'd be like, oh, this is a Mormon town.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I would say probably more Catholic than Mormon. Yeah,
gotcha.
I don't know. Maybe that's just where I live.
No, I mean that tracks. I mean, I think like there's like the Mormon hubs. I mean, like I live in a Scientology town, unfortunately, although it's like died down a lot, but they just own a lot of real estate out here. It's very weird.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing? This is very off topic, but isn't it amazing how it was like, oh, the internet happened and then and it's like, oh, they can't keep this lie alive any longer because people are like, wait, there aren't millions of us all over the world.
Yeah, it's awesome. I wish we could dismantle all religion.
just by being like, here's just the objective numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Who's your favorite cult leader, Gwen?
Probably Jim Jones.
Yeah. Oh, it's your dog's favorite cult leader too.
Yes, yeah. Sherman has a lot to say.
Weenie dogs have like a Jim Jonas about them, I think. I can picture them all in the sunglasses. Like that for sure.
100%
would be a 100%. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's top tier. I mean, he made it to the second location, and like I respect that.
Right. That when you're getting people to immigrate to another continent, that's impressive.
Because like it doesn't seem like cult members would be great at paperwork. And there's a lot of paperwork that you would have to do to move to a different country. So
yeah, absolutely. Maybe they didn't fill out that paperwork though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm imagining that they did it right.
I guess they had to get on a commercial flight though. We're really getting into this.
No one talks about the logistics. The logistics
of having a cult. Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot happening there.
I don't know if you've heard about this thing. It's a weird phenomenon, I guess, that's happening is that when people are leaving like a multi-level marketing company or like one of those high-pressure direct sales groups, they're trying to leave those companies. They've decided like, okay, I've bossed my last girl, and I'm ready to like move on from selling magic shampoo. And they're finding that they have like ostracized all of their friends and family, and they don't have like anybody to be friends with afterward. But you know who is welcoming this group with open arms? Like QAnon and white supremacist groups. No, it's a real thing, y'all. It's a real thing. Like just when you thought those people couldn't be bigger pieces of shit. They found a way, right? Right. Like first of all, how are you going to be involved in a multi-level marketing company and be anti-Semitic? Okay, like the Jews were the first people to be involved in a pyramid scheme. So, I know. Secondly, as someone who grew up as and still lives as a fat theater kid, I just have one question for these people. Oh, is it hard to be a closeted gay kid and the custodian who had a hook for a hand, okay? And you don't hear me saying, like, Hitler made some good points. Right? Like, oh, no one invited you to the company Christmas party? I made a scrapbook when Princess Diana died. It was a real treat at the dinner table. And I'm not buying my local Home Depot out of tiki torches, right? You know, like, my mom made me wear a prom dress with sleeves, y'all, sleeves. And I said, Mom, it has sleeves. And she said, yes, and you have arms. And guess what? I deleted all my Kanye albums, okay? All right? Yeah, like if you can't handle being an outcast, then like get a more normal hobby. You know, I don't know what to tell you, right? Like take intramural bowling way too seriously or something. I don't know.
You have this great bit about, you have great advice on this album as well that you give to people. Never take a free monkey from Craigslist, which
yes,
I think is good advice.
it's excellent advice. And that joke is real. That was real. I really did see somebody giving away a free monkey on Craigslist. And like I wanted to call them and ask about them, but I was like, this is a crazy person. Anyone who one has a monkey and two is giving it away for free. Don't go anywhere near them.
Well, and it's like that, you're not giving a monkey that without a rap sheet away. Something happened.
Yeah. There's a reason that monkey is free.
Yeah, I had used to know a guy that owned a farm out in Riverside, which is like Meth County out here outside of LA, and he populated his farm with all animals from Craigslist. Yeah.
Oh, I bet he got some wild ones.
Oh yeah, he was like, all the horses are from Craigslist, and I was like, a Craigslist horse? Yeah. He's like, the Craigslist chickens keep dying, and I was like, I don't want to
wonder why
anymore. Listen, Vince, I think there's a problem.
Chickens keep dying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's freaking Craigslist chickens. Yeah. Adopt, don't shop, especially on Craigslist.
Especially on Craigslist. Yeah, even like a bad dog has a rehoming fee, you know?
Yeah, exactly. No, nothing is for free. I think we've learned that at least enough from like, even if you're trying to give something away on Facebook, unless you're in a buy nothing group, like Facebook Marketplace free is just don't.
Strings attached.
No, strings attached. You don't want that person at your house. You don't want to go to their house. They got a lot of cameras, or they're a Russian agent of some kind, I think.
Absolutely. I can see that happening. Yeah.
Do you guys find yourself being like way too protective of your trash? Or is this just me? Is this like I spend all week collecting shit from my house that I don't want, put it in a bin and roll it out to the end of the street. But I swear to God, if I see an old man going through there looking for scrap metal, I turn into Oscar the Grouch and I'm like, what are you doing in my trash, old man? No, what is it about it? We get so protective of our trash. We don't want anybody to go through my trash. Don't look at my trash. All right? Or people will like send out a group text or make a post on Facebook. They'll be like, I want this to go to a good home, right? I want this trash to go to a good home. Like they're running an animal shelter for trash. Like I just want this trash to go to a good home, right? Like, hey, I have half a bag of hamster shavings left over from my nephew's bar mitzvah. Does anyone want them? I just want them to go to a good home, right? I just want them to go to a good home. I've lost the bag that they go in, so it's mostly just like some handfuls of loose shavings, but I just want them to go to a good home, right? I actually spilled a Dr. Pepper on most of them, and they're kind of starting to smell, but I just want them to go to a good home, okay? Where's a good home for trash? Like, if only we as a society could get together and have just like a home for our trash, you know, maybe there could even be like a truck that came around and picked all the trash up and took it to the home for trash, right? Maybe we could coordinate with the other neighbors on the street so the truck's not having to come by a whole bunch. Like just one day a week, we kind of designate it for taking the trash to its home. Well, I'm crazy talking. I'm sorry.
I really like your joke about being protective of your trash. I just want you to know that joke really hit for me.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, and that joke really came from this. I can't tell you how many times I've had boxes that I'm like, this is such a good box. It's really heavy, this would be great for shipping something or storing something. And then I look around and I've got a pile of 12 boxes and it's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And then I feel bad if I don't try to give them away, post to them to be like, oh, is someone moving? And I'm like, why would people want my trash? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Yeah. No, I've also had that box conundrum too. Because it's difficult. It's difficult to throw this stuff away. Because say, somebody else use this, please.
Yes.
I have one though that I've repurposed it into my protest sign for all the various protests, and I just on the outside of it, I just wrote a good size box for a head, and I just put a little a guillotine with a little bit of blood underneath of it, and I
love that. You just carry that around.
Yeah, I just carry the box around.
Oh, that's perfect.
At protest now. And I was like, all right, that's one use for a box.
Slightly threatening. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
exactly. That. And you can put it on your head if you want to be like, I'm also the problem.
Yeah, try this on for size.
Yeah.
Local politicians.
Truly. Do you have any strong feelings about people putting dog poop in a trash can on the street as you were walking?
No, that's what trash cans are for, and
yes.
People should just be cool about it.
Great. Perfect. Yeah. I just wanted. I had a feeling that's what you would think, because I think that way too. And it needs to be said on every podcast ever. It's your trash.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm
Joe
sorry.
Rogan.
Yeah. Listen, Joe. You're going to disseminate one actual fact to the masses.
Let it be that trash cans are for trash.
God, I would
don't freak out about it.
I would love to put dog shit in Joe Rogan's trash can.
Joe Rogan probably isn't the one cleaning that out, though. Let's be honest.
No, that's true. I know. I mean, does he?
He's podcasting for 20 hours a day. He doesn't have time to do much of anything else.
Bro, I saw a clip of him the other day that was Cat Williams was going on some rant, which was very funny. And then the clip was literally Joe then going, oh, it's so funny. I'm trying to think of something funny to say back to it. That he said that into a microphone, and then they left it in a clip that they posted. It's like, what the
my God. But we have to make content, Brandie. We have to make content at all times.
We are. You know what? And you've made amazing content. Let me just say that.
Thank you.
You've made amazing content.
I hope people like it.
Yeah, they better. If they don't, they're wrong. I'm just going to go ahead and say it.
I agree.
Wrong.
Yeah. I agree. I am excited for it to come out on audio because I feel like I have the face for radio. So it's very good as an audio format, I think.
And it's a great special to watch too, but they should absolutely buy it because they should support you monetarily, as they should all artists, because goddamn it. Come on. We've given you more than $9.99 worth of entertainment in this podcast episode alone. So
100%. 100%. Yeah.
The special end album is called A Two-Person Job. It's available everywhere wide May 10th, 2024. So if you hear this now, you can pre-order it. And if you hear it, after that, it's available to buy wherever.
Yeah.
Wherever
you get your albums.
Where can people find you online and all the things?
Yeah, you can find me on all social medias at Gwender Woman, like Wonder Woman with a Gwen. Or my website is www.gwensunkel.com. And then I'm the executive producer of Dropping Things. And the Middle Ground Comedy Festival, which you can find on Instagram at Middle Ground Fest.
It's an amazing festival in Indianapolis. Great venue. It's great. Gwen tours all over the place to go see her. And if you are dying, I can't think of a better nurse.
Yeah.
So can people request you too? Can they book you for that? Is that
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Okay.
That might get into some legal issues, but
Well, book her for comedy. And then
book me for comedy.
Yeah, dealer's choice on the on the hospice.
Yeah, if you're dying, if you happen to be dying at a comedy show, we'll talk about it.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for listening.
So much.
We'll talk to y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.